record to the cloud. Okay, cool. So, boom. So again, guys. So pretty much today, what I want to actually talk about, I want to talk a little bit. I want to talk about focus. So, and then where you actually channeling your energy towards. So, this is the thing, guys. You have to understand this. So, you have to understand how you function. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this very clearly. So, you have to understand how you function, guys. You have to understand that your mind, you can learn anything. Your mind, listen, the mind can learn anything. You was created to learn anything. Guys, you have to understand this. You have to understand the function. Who I'm finna speak to y'all tonight. I'm finna speak to y'all tonight. Look, you have to understand your function, right? So what I mean by function is this. You have to understand that your mind can learn anything, but the thing why people cannot focus and get stuff done to get what they want to be is because um they easily distracted. And what I mean by that is this. What I mean by that is this, guys. Only thing you need is a picture and a plan of action. A picture and a plan of action. I don't pretty much feel that people need a plan of action. I just feel like you just need to focus. So this is the thing. And what I noticed throughout the week, as time going throughout the week, I noticed that and I pay attention very closely to some people and everything too. And what I notice is I see some people living life in cycles. And living life in cycles basically means the same thing repeating over and over and over and over and over. And then the same place last week, last month, and even last year, couple years. Right. And what they losing at is this. It's not that you guys, it's not that they don't have a goal and they not what they want to be. It's just that they easily rattled under pressure. See, what you have to do is this, guys. You have to write down every distraction. You have to be intentional. You have to write down every distraction that might be a distraction that's pulling you from getting things done towards your goals. Guys, every successful person can stay focused for a long period of time. Why can they stay focused on their goal? So this is the thing. Let's say I have a goal. Let's say I have a specific goal and I have a picture and I'm looking at it every day. If I know what my distractions are, I can be aware. See, your life is your energy. Your life follow your eyes. So sometimes what can be a distraction is other people's voices. See, this is what people do. We unconsciously give people access to our minds. See, when a person calls your phone, we actively just pick up right away. Not asking myself, let me text this person to ask them how they feeling before I get on the phone. Because if they not feeling good, they feeling just okay, why would I want to give that person access to my temple? My mind is my temple, right? And faith comes by hearing. So if I just actively, randomly pick up the phone and they speak into my heart, it says literally guard your heart above all things, because out of that flows life and death, right? Because that determines the course of your life. But what we do unconsciously, not even thinking, anybody call, we give it, like somebody knocking at the door, boom, we just actively, hey, walk right in. We don't think, right? Because this is the thing. I know what my goal is. I have a plan of action. I can get it done, but I just have to be aware. And this thing, every day you have to expect distractions to come into your life. Guys, distractions come into your life on purpose every single day. And the distractions is the enemy. Anything that's negative, anything that's not abundant, that's not from God. It's not. Right? The enemy only comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So if a person speaking into your life and they speaking negativity, that's not from God. So what I would do after that, I would go meditate. I would go clear my conscience to get focused again. But you know what the problem is? A lot of individuals don't understand how their mind works. And because they don't understand how the mind works, they're going through seasons, right? Stuff always occurring over and over and over, same circumstances. Not knowing that you're defeating yourself mentally, because this is the thing. You always go to the next level head first. And it's the thing. When distractions come, guess what you do? You actually confirm the distractions by speaking that out of your mouth. Meaning when something negative happened or it doesn't look like it's good, you ended up confirming it with your words. And guess what? Guess what? You not knowing that you function like God. And how does God function? The function of God, he creates with his words. God doesn't have an image. He doesn't have a face. He doesn't have a face, anything like that. He's just spirit. He's the words. God just spoke. And that's how he created. And you not knowing you was creating his image. So you have the ability to function like God. So check this out. Literally, even in the garden, even the enemy came and whispered in Adam and Eve's ear. And they believed the lie. And when they believed it, they began to spoke about that circumstance. And that's what made them get kicked out of the garden. So with you, your mind is a temple. You have a goal. You know, you have a plan of action. So every day, you have to be aware of the different energies and stuff like out there and people that's not in the right mental space, because it's the thing. If you let anybody get access to your heart, you're letting them speak into your life. And when they speaking that in your life, guess what? And negative things start coming. Guess what you're going to start doing? You're going to start speaking about it. And when you're going to start speaking about it, you're going to create a circumstance. You're going to start creating a circumstance that wasn't really even a circumstance in the first place. It only became a circumstance. It only became a problem because you spoke it out of your mouth, not knowing that your words carry weight, because you're a supernatural being. You're a supernatural being. If this is making sense, drop some 111s in the chat box. If this is making sense, drop some 111s in the chat box. If this is making sense. This is making sense. Drop some 111s in the chat box. You have to understand how you function. Guys, your mind can learn anything. Your life follow your eyes. Your life follow your eyes. So you have to be aware. Guys, if it doesn't align with your promise, it's not from God. If a person speaking into your life and they negative, cut it off. Cut the access off. Why? Because it's the thing. You have to keep your energy high, because how you produce at a big rate, how the manifestation happens sooner, is going to take energy. It's going to take energy, right? It's going to take energy. That's how you put in a lot of work in a short period of time. It's going to take energy. But the reason why people can't, put in massive action is because their energy too low. Why is their energy too low? Because they operate in a low vibration. They operate in a low vibration because they allowing negativity into their realm. They speak in negativity. So guess what? Guess what happens? Your perspective is driven by what's flowing in your heart. So if you have good, prosperous thoughts flowing through your ear, you're going to have a prosperous, different perspective. But if you have negative thoughts flowing into your ear, you're going to see things from your heart is going to get cluttered. And the reason why a lot of people feel like they're going through things in life right now is because guess what? They wasn't aware. Anytime something negative happened in your life is because a person came into your life or a person needed to left your life. One or two options. And when the negativity happened, you didn't spoke it out your mouth, not knowing that your words carry weight. And we do it so unconscious competent. We do it so unconscious competent. Guys, what I do every day when I wake up, I write down 10 things I'm grateful for every morning, right? And I also speak my affirmations every single morning. And I also write out my goals. Why? Because I practice gratitude. As I'm practicing gratitude, I'm functioning in a good vibration. Not knowing that when I speak that out my mouth, guess what? What I spoke it is coming, the vibes is coming throughout my day. So as I'm going throughout my day, only positive people are attracted to me. Only good people, good vibes are attracted to me. I hope this is making sense, but I still got to work. So I just told you guys how to raise your vibration. I just told you how to stand in supernatural vibration. It's through your words, because you function like God. You was created in this image. But this is the thing. We don't live life to the level of our ability. We live life to the level of our awareness. So understand this, guys. Doubt is a function of the flesh. Doubt is a function of the flesh. Believing is a function of the heart. Believing is a function of the spirit, of the function of the heart. What is the heart? The heart is your spirit. Doubting is a function of the flesh. See, what you ought to be doing, when negative thoughts happen, you ought to be telling your flesh to shut up and listen, excuse my language, to shut up and listen to the man above. Doubt is a function of the flesh. Believing is a function of the spirit. And it's okay. You know why it's okay? Because even I'm going to prove it to y'all. Even Jesus doubted, right? Even when he came and he walked the earth, even Jesus doubted. I'm going to prove it to you. He said this. Jesus said this. He was like, my Father, if it's possible, he literally said this. He said, this how you know, this how you know. It's okay to doubt, but don't believe it in your heart. This is what he said. He said, my Father, if it's possible, let this cup of suffering be taken away from me. But then he said, yet I want your will to be done, not mine. So even Jesus doubted. But then he said, okay, hold on. It's okay because I still want your will to be done. So what that means is it's okay to doubt, but then you got to tell your flesh, be quiet and listen. Why? This thing, guys, you need, when negativity comes, you need to start speaking to your situation instead of praying about your situation. So if you're going through something right now, you need to start speaking to your situation. Because when you start speaking to your situation, the supernatural happens. And what tends to happen is your future begins to change. Your circumstances begin to change. You only losing the battle because you're losing the battle in your thoughts. The battle is always in your thoughts. Your thoughts is your words. The thoughts is your words. The thoughts is your words. Start speaking to your situation. This is the thing. You ought to be looking at chairman saying, hey, chairman, done. Speak to your situation, and then you go out there and put in the work. Negativity come. Guys, I hope this is making sense. If this makes sense, drop some threes in the chat box, right? If this making sense, drop some threes in the chat box, right? I hope this makes sense. If this makes sense, drop some threes in the chat box, right? That's the thing. You losing because you're not speaking to your situation, right? So I said all that to say is this. Guys, you have to understand, if I want to be in position where I want to be this week, guys, you have to understand that it's two things that determines your perspective. He said, can you elaborate speaking to your situation? You have to understand that your words carry weight. How does God functions? God said it and then it happened. Same thing with you. Think about this. How are you going to ever make $1 billion until you, think about this. How are you ever going to say, I want to make $1 billion? This thing, no, I'm just say it like this. How do I put it in perspective? How are you ever going to go chairman, or how are you ever going to make six figures trading if you never say it? Think about it. If you never say it, it would have never happened. Meaning this, you're led by your words, because understand this. The mind follow the spirit and the body follow the mind. Spirit is your words. Your mind is like a computer. It's like a GPS. And then the body follow the mind. So when I speak it out my mouth, I don't know how it's going to happen. You don't have to know, because God knows everything. He knows everything. Your Holy Spirit knows everything. So when you speak it, you're giving instructions to your mind. Your mind is going to go out there and give you all the resources to make it manifest, to make it come to pass. This is the thing. As you take an action every single day, your mind is going to direct you. Look, a man's mind plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. Meaning, when you begin to have that image and you speaking it and you actually moving and you working every day, you're going to figure it out. But as you go through that journey, it says be aware. Literally says be. I'm gonna read something else to you guys. I'm gonna read one more thing to you guys. To you guys. Hold on. Read one more thing to you guys. Okay, cool. No, I can't find it. But I hope that made sense. So knowing that, guys, you have to understand this. See, you have everything you need to get to where you want to go. This is the thing. You just have to understand that I need to get the information and get an understanding. Guys, the only reason why you're not where you want to be right now is because you don't have understanding on what you have your hands on. You don't. So, an example, if I want to learn bounce back strategy, I'm going to go through the course. The course is wisdom. But the reason why I'm not seeing fruit from it is because I don't understand it yet. Why don't I understand it? Because I haven't gave it enough attention yet. I've been giving my job, trading time for money, more attention than my future. I've been giving my relationship more attention than my future. I've been giving somebody that's not even supporting my vision more attention than my future. I've been giving negativity more attention than my future. Because wherever wherever your eyes is focused, wherever your eyes is focused, that's where energy flows. So this is the thing. Instead of saying I want to go chairman, or instead of saying I want this, you need to start thinking like this. What is the functions of a successful person? What is the functions of a chairman? What is the function of a six-figure trader? Meaning this, as I'm going through the information, I'm getting an understanding to find the functions. What is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps? What are the steps that this individual is doing in order to produce the results? It's called automatic success. Meaning this, what is the language of a chairman? What is the language of a six-figure trader? What is the functions of a six-figure trader? What is the functions of a chairman? Functions mean what is their habits? Because if I can imitate their habits, I can have an abundance of success. If I imitate the habits of what I'm trying to learn and trying to get, see, instead of thinking I want the money, instead of thinking I want the fruit, get the functions. Once you get the habits, it's inevitable. Inevitable means it's bound to happen. But you know the reason why a lot of people not where they want to be is because they not function. They say they want this, but they're not functioning. Your functioning does not add up. Meaning this, you say you want to go chairman, but yet you haven't put your face on a flyer. Yet you haven't put your face on the flyer 4 times this month. You say you want to learn how to trade, but yet you still in phase 1 of bounce back. But yet your academy is still not. Make it make sense. Your actions not aligning with your actions. Your habits is not aligning with what you're speaking. And you want to know what? Every single week you're going to end up in the same spot. You know why? Because you're choosing to function like somebody that's exchanging time for money. I'm gonna make this make sense. You're choosing to function like a person that worked at a 9 to 5, which is okay. But if I want to shift my world, I have to change my habits. I have to change my function. I don't want to function like 97% of the world. I need to start functioning like the 3% and like the 2%. The functions is the habits. Once I understand the habits, I just run the play. And why can I run the play with ease? Because it's the thing. I know all of my distractions. If I know all of my distractions, I starve my distractions to feed my goals. I starve my distractions to feed my goals. I got wisdom. I know how to get an understanding. I'm getting the habits. I'm getting the functions. And now that I got all that, let me just start my distractions. So now I got layers of focus. I can't even get distracted. Because in order for big results to happen, it requires big energy. But the reason why I have no energy to run my goals up is because I'm too focused on things that's not even adding to my future. Yes, I'm like literally speaking from like literally. And it's the thing. Once you learn a new habit, it's always with you. Once you learn a new habit, you can never forget it. Literally, you can never, like, guys, once you learn how to go chairman, you can never forget how to go chairman. You can do it repeatedly, right? And then once you do that, we go learn a new habit and go learn something new. And now this is how you have multiple streams of income because you learned in the habits. This is how millionaires become multimillionaires because they mastering certain things, right? This is the thing. This is the thing. I really, really, really hope this is making sense. And to leave it off with this, it literally says the last will be first and the first will be last. What that basically means is whoever want to be great amongst you have to be a servant. This is the thing, guys. If you want to be great, yeah, like Gio just said, your habits control your future. Your habits control your future. Guys, becoming successful is not hard. Guys, the 97% of people, they just got distracted. They just get distracted. Not guys, write this down in bold letters. You have to be aware. Every day you wake up, you need to have some on your phone. Be aware. Be aware. Be aware of who I'm letting into my life today. Be aware on who I pick up the phone for. Be aware on where I'm channeling my energy. If you can start being more aware on that, watch how much stuff you get done. Watch how much stuff you get done, literally. Literally. Because it's the thing, you only have a limited supply of energy. You only have a limited supply. Guys, why do you think this thing? Why do you think wealthy people don't let people in their homes? Why do you think millionaires don't just give anybody their time? Because they understand this. You only have a limited supply of energy. And where you put that energy every day, what you do today is going to dictate what your tomorrow looks like. Literally. Right? So I hope this is making sense. But like I said before, guys, whoever want to be the greatest, you have to serve. Guys, this is the thing. You have to serve your way to the next level. As an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter what you do. But happen to be, but what it is that we do is lit. It's lit 1,000%. And guys, you have to understand that you have to service to get to the next level. You can't do everything yourself. This thing, you have to live life on purpose and purpose. You have to live life on purpose and purpose. And purpose meaning this. The same way that I'm pouring value into you guys right now, you got to ask yourself this. I have to give people reasons to listen to me. I have to give people reasons to follow me. What is going to separate you and what it is that we do? See, you already know what you're doing, but how do I get the masses to listen to me? I have to bring something to the table. What do I have to bring to the table? Value. This is the thing, guys. I have people who I've been staying connected with even for the past year, for the past 2 years, even 3 years. I got people who I've been networking with 3 years ago just now want to get plugged in with me and things like that. Because this is the thing. They might not be ready now. They might not be ready now. But they're going to be ready at some point. You just have to understand that I have to create value every single day. As an entrepreneur, your lifestyle as an entrepreneur is value. See, anybody that's not investing or anybody that's not, a business owner right now, they might be a part of the 97%, which is okay. But you just have to know that at some point they're going to get tired. They're going to get to a breaking point. And if you don't you have to position yourself. So every day you need to be giving out value every single day. But if you can't give out value, it's because you're distracted. And what's going to happen next week is you're going to hop back on the call and be in the same place. And then we got same place. Guys, stop letting things of the world steal your focus. Stop letting things of the world steal your focus. You want to know why it's stealing your focus? I'm gonna let you know why. Right, Travis? I'm gonna tell them why it's stealing their focus. Because you keep drawing into temptations. Whoo! What is temptations? A temporary satisfaction. Whoo! A temporary satisfaction. See, this is the thing. If you feed your flesh, you walk in the flesh. But if you feed the spirit, you walk in the spirit, and the spirit helps you focus. Guys, this month, I'm not listening to music this month. I'm working out 4 or 5 days a week, not eating meat this month. And because what I'm doing is I'm starving my flesh. It's called delayed gratification. And because I'm starving my flesh, what that means is I can focus at an intense rate. I'm aware at all times. When people call, I'm aware. Okay, cool. Let me text this person before I get on the phone with them. Because I'm focused on getting things done. Because we grown. Right? So that's what you need to do. Delayed gratification. You need to, again, guys, you have to become valuable to the marketplace. People buy into you. They don't buy into what you do, like literally. And you just need to go live every single day. Go live every day, give out value, serve as many people. Look for ways to serve people this week. Look for ways to add value to people's lives when it doesn't benefit you, right? Don't just think in a box, because when you do that, guys, it's all going to come back to you 1,000%. I'm telling you. So with that being said, guys, what I would tell you guys this week, take today out, plan out the rest of your week, guys. Like, The best way to predict the future is to create it. The best way to predict the future is to create it. How I know what I'm going to do on Tuesday? Because I already created it. What I know what's going to happen on Saturday, I already created it today. A man's mind plans his way. Take out the time today. Write out all my distractions. Write out on paper what am I going to focus on this week, and write down what is my plan of action. If I'm trading, I need to be taking the signals. If I'm doing Forex, I need to be taking the signals from steady and swipe point. If I'm learning how to trade, I need to be going through bounce back course. Am I going to complete phase 1 or phase 2 this week? If I'm going through HFX, I need to plug in the Millie Mills and Aaron calls. If I'm learning about crypto this week, I need to be plugging into Geo and Riaz calls. Why? Because if I don't plug in, I'm going to be functioning like the 97% of people. And a 97% environment is not positivity. It's negativity. So I can choose to either plug into this and get ahead of my future, or I can either choose to distractions, other people's voices, all that. All right. So, with that being said, guys, I didn't want to be long at all. Just want to be strong and be real informative, guys. And let you guys know, do not go to sleep without planning out y'all week. Right? Don't go to sleep without planning out your week. Like, literally, I'm not going to talk about something that I don't do myself. Like, I don't. Like, literally, I have my next 90 days planned out. I literally have my 30-day expectations right here. I have my 30, 60, and 90 days. I wrote out what my April was going to look like. I had an expectation for May too. And I had an expectation, and I have an expectation for June. My next 90 days is planned out. So what that means is I know my distractions. I know what I expect. I know my plan of action. So every day I'm just waking up, getting into habit. I'm just walking into my blessing. Like that. That's it. You do that, everything else gonna fall into place. Right? Like I said, heaven's first law was order. Heaven's first law is order. Right? So with that being said, guys, I love y'all. Let's have a productive week. The schedule will be dropped tomorrow, and let's get it.